Hey, good Monday morning, everybody. It is the 21st of October, and I'm Chris Allen here on the Sam channel, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and X, all sponsored by Ace Hardware Marketplace. Had a great weekend. Hopefully you did too. Lots of sunshine. There were a few clouds here and there, but overall it was a wonderful weekend. We hit 76 for a high temperature yesterday. 71 is where we should be for this time of the year. So temperatures are now running a bit above normal for this time of the year. And that's going to be the case for the next few days. But by, say, Thursday, you're going to notice a difference where the temperatures will start to fall off just a bit. We've got another front that's coming through that's going to cool us down a little bit. It's also going to bring us a very, very slight chance of getting a shower, but we could use some rain because it's awfully dry, as you can tell, anywhere you look this morning. Here's a look outside from the Plano camp in Plano, Kentucky this morning. Right outside my window, it's 7:35 here on a Monday morning. Blue sky, as you might expect. There is some fog, though. I saw some really thick fog this morning down close to the interstate, which is not far from me, about a mile or two. I don't see the fog here, but once you head over toward 65 and Scottsville Road and the airport, there is some thick fog this morning, so be careful. It is rather foggy in a few places, so just be cautious this morning. Make sure you drive slowly. Make sure you keep the lights on low beam. And before you go out, make sure you allow plenty of time to get to work or your destination, because you may run into some fog and it could be very thick. All right, let's check what's going on with the maps this morning. There's radar. It is quiet and it is clear. There's really nothing to show you except for the clear sky. And that's not really going to change. I don't see this changing anytime within the next few days. Everything is going to stay pretty quiet. Even though we've got some chilly mornings, we're going to have these warmer afternoons, as you'll soon see. Here's a look at current temperatures as of, let's say 7:35 this morning from the Kentucky Mesonet Network. And we're mostly here in southern Kentucky seeing 30s and 40s. There's a chilly 37 up in Butler County, 35 down near the Cumberland River in Burkesville, 34.8, almost rounded up to 35. Everybody else in the 40s, and even a 51 showing up in Christian County this morning. The sun hasn't gotten to a couple of these places like near the rivers, so that's why they're reading a bit cooler this morning. But we've got a very stable air mass. There's nothing that's going to change about this. It all looks pretty status quo here for this October 21st. Let's see what's down the road with the model blender. Not a whole lot is going to change here, except for maybe a little bit of a brief cool down in some cases. Here's a look at today. Starting out, the first thing you see, that's 77. I agree with that. That's where we're going to go for a high temperature this afternoon with lots of sunshine. We go 80 to maybe 81 or 82 the next couple of days, maybe more into the upper 70s tomorrow instead of 80. I always like to take off a degree or two because the bias of these model blenders seem to be a little warmer than what it actually turns out to be. But it could be around 80 tomorrow, maybe low 80s to around 80 on Wednesday. Then we get that cold front that is going to cool us back down into the 70s, but you see that doesn't last long. And we go to like 84 on Friday, maybe 80 to 82. Then we have another system come through. Saturday into Sunday, another shot of cooler air, and that cools us back down into the 60s and then into the 70s next week. And there will be very minor chances of rain. And I mean minuscule chances of rain. It's just, there's just not much there to help us out with rainfall. If you're looking for rain, there's none to be found, and probably none to be found for a while, the way this pattern is just locked in. I don't see anything changing it anytime soon. So here's a look at the maps the next 7 days, and you can see here we've got the fog very well depicted on the map this morning. Look for some of that again tomorrow morning. Here's this afternoon. Here's tonight. Here's after midnight. 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, scattered patchy fog. Then we see Tuesday evening, high pressure still in control. Here comes a cold front, the first of a couple cold fronts, but they're not very strong. They're mostly dry. There's Wednesday. Here's Thursday. Here's Friday. Now, that looks promising, but it gets eaten up by the high pressure ridge, which is out to the east. And that's been the problem every time we get a little system coming in with the possibility of some rain, but then high pressure is always seems to be in this case, and the past couple of cases, too strong for the system to overcome. And so the rain just gets eaten away. It just gets evaporated. This is Saturday, and here's Sunday. Now, Sunday and the beginning of next week, here comes another system. This one is a little bit stronger, but we'll just have to wait and see if it's going to help us out at all, because it's another in the series of systems that are just not that strong, at least not strong enough to bring us some appreciable or beneficial rain. I'm not sure when we'll get beneficial rain again. We will. And I can tell you that all this dry spell, it's at some point, it's all going to be made up. You know it will. You can count on it. When? I don't know. But let me tell you, when it does rain and when we get this, get a rainy pattern back in here, it is going to more than make up for the dryness that we've been through. You realize today is the 21st of October, and we've had zero measurable rainfall for those 21 days. We're not in a serious drought yet, but it's just abnormally dry. And we really could use just a good drink of water on everything to just keep it from getting way out of hand, and keep the fire danger down. That would also be great to have, but I just don't see it right now. All right, you guys, thanks for watching this morning, or whenever you're watching. I'm on the radio, Sam 100.7, as I am every morning, and I'll be on your TV tonight at 5, 6, and 10 at WNKY News 40. Thanks for watching, and God bless.